Sure. Here's a creative 1,400-word article titled 10 Best Star Trek Voyager Season 6 Episodes Ranked. Star Trek Voyager Season 6 stands out as one of the most consistent and daring seasons in the series' 7-year run. By this point, the show had found its footing with an ensemble cast firing on all cylinders, and the writers weren't afraid to take bold risks, from time travel twists to character-focused tragedies. The Delta Quadrant was no less dangerous, but by Season 6, Voyager was more than just a ship lost in space. It was a family of explorers on the edge of Federation space, and this season reflected that maturity. Here are the 10 best episodes of Star Trek Voyager Season 6 ranked from great to unforgettable. 10. Blink of an Eye Episode 12. Voyager becomes trapped in orbit of a planet where time passes exponentially faster than in normal space. What begins as a curious scientific anomaly evolves into a poetic exploration of progress, myth-making, and humanity. The society below the ship's orbit develops an entire civilization influenced by Voyager's presence, treating it as a divine object in the sky. The story feels like a spiritual cousin to the Inner Light from the Next Generation, with a unique Voyager twist. It's an example of the show's high-concept storytelling at its best. 9. Good Shepherd, Episode 20, Think Lower Decks Before Lower Decks. In this character-driven episode, Captain Janeway personally mentors a trio of underperforming crew members during a mission gone awry. It's a refreshing break from the usual bridge crew spotlight and gives insight into the everyday struggles of life aboard Voyager. Janeway's tough but empathetic leadership shines, and the story emphasizes how not everyone in Starfleet is a top-tier genius. Some are just trying to survive deep space. 8. Collective Episode 16. The Borg return once more, but not how you'd expect. When a group of child drones captures members of Voyager's away team, the episode pivots from standard action to a study of identity, trauma, and adolescence. These Borg children become recurring characters, but Collective is where it all starts. 7 of 9's interactions with the young drones add another layer to her ongoing journey of reclaiming humanity. It's both unsettling and hopeful classic Voyager. 7. Tinker, Tenor, Doctor, Spy, Episode 4. In one of Voyager's funniest and most inventive episodes, the Doctor programs himself to daydream and ends up becoming a security threat when an alien species mistakes his fantasies for Voyager's actual operations. Watching the Doctor imagine himself as a swashbuckling hero, object of affection, an emergency command hologram is hilarious, but it also reveals his deep longing for purpose and respect. Robert Picardo steals the show with a performance that balances comedy and vulnerability. 6. Pathfinder Episode 10. This episode takes a breather from the Delta Quadrant and returns to Earth, showing Reginald Barclay's obsessive attempts to contact Voyager. With appearances by Deanna Troi and references to the Next Generation, it's a love letter to fans and a pivotal point in Voyager's journey. For the first time in years, there's real communication with Starfleet, and the emotional impact is undeniable. Dwight Schultz's performance as the neurotic but brilliant Barclay gives the story a grounded heart. 5. Equinox, Part 2, Episode 1. Picking up directly from the explosive Season 5 finale, this episode sees Janeway push the boundaries of morality in her pursuit of justice. The conflict with Captain Ransom's rogue Starfleet ship, the Equinox, becomes more than just a battle of ships, it's a clash of ideals. Janeway's darker side emerges, testing her relationship with Chakotay and her command. The conclusion is thrilling, tragic, and complex, solidifying Equinox as one of the best two-parters in the franchise. 4. Muse Episode 22. A sleeper gem in the season, Muse finds B'Elanna Torres stranded on a pre-industrial world where a playwright uses her log entries to inspire politically subversive dramas. It's a meta-commentary on storytelling, the purpose of myth, and the moral obligations of writers. Roxanne Dawson delivers a restrained yet moving performance, and the episode subtly critiques how heroism is remembered or rewritten by those who tell the tale. 3. Child's Play Episode 19. 7 of 9 and ICUB takes center stage in this morally murky episode that explores parental sacrifice and genetic manipulation. When Voyager finds Icheb's parents, the reunion isn't the happy ending it seems. The truth is chilling. His parents genetically engineered him to be a biological weapon against the Borg. It's one of the darkest twists in Voyager, forcing Seven to step into a maternal role and question the nature of parenthood and autonomy. Emotionally devastating, but essential. 2. Lifeline, Episode 24. The Doctor finally gets a chance to interact with his creator, Dr. Louis Zimmerman, who is dying. What follows is a bottle episode that plays like a two-man stage play, with Robert Picardo portraying both roles masterfully. Their volatile dynamic, rooted in mutual disappointment, gives way to genuine growth and understanding. It's a quiet episode compared to the usual high-stakes drama, but it's rich with character work and emotional payoff. The rare return to the Alpha Quadrant adds depth to the series' sense of isolation. 1. Barge of the Dead, Episode 3. The best episode of Voyager Season 6 is also one of its most psychologically and culturally rich. Barge of the Dead takes B'Elanna Torres through a near-death experience that brings her face-to-face with her Klingon heritage and the metaphysical afterlife. In a journey reminiscent of mythological epics, Torres confronts shame, identity, and the fractured relationship with her mother. Is it real? Is it a dream? It doesn't matter, the internal struggle is the point. Roxanne Dawson is phenomenal, and the episode takes a bold narrative risk that pays off beautifully. It's Voyager at its most introspective and poetic. Honorable mentions: Ashes to Ashes. The return of a dead crew member, reanimated by an alien species, is a haunting premise that explores grief and the concept of home. Fairhaven/Spirit Folk. These holodeck-based Irish town episodes are divisive but undeniably creative, offering Janeway some rare romantic development. Riddles. Tuvok temporarily loses his logical mind and forms a touching bond with Neelix, a rare pairing that works surprisingly well. Final thoughts. Season 6 of Star Trek, Voyager is the series at its creative peak. With standout performances from Robert Picardo, Roxanne Dawson, and Kate Mulgrew, and stories that push the envelope of what Star Trek can be emotionally, thematically, and scientifically, this season proves why Voyager continues to earn newfound respect in the franchise's legacy. From psychological epics to comedic detours, Season 6 captures the vast potential of science fiction storytelling. Even after decades, these episodes feel bold, relevant, and, above all, deeply human. Let me know if you want this turned into a listicle format, with images or headings for each episode. With Neelix, a rare pairing that works surprisingly well. Final thoughts. Season 6 of Star Trek, Voyager is the series at its creative peak. With standout performances from Robert Picardo, Roxanne Dawson, and Kate Mulgrew, and stories that push the envelope of what Star Trek can be emotionally, thematically, and scientifically, this season proves why Voyager continues to earn newfound respect in the franchise's legacy. From psychological epics to comedic detours, Season 6 captures the vast,